Helly diddly neighborinos. Okay, so this video we are learning how to solve a linear equation, but we have fractions. Right, so we have a fraction and we want to get rid of them. So to solve a linear equation that has a fraction, so first, if the linear equation contains fractions, we have to multiply both sides of my equation by the lowest common denominator, or LCD. And as you recall, the lowest common denominator is just the lowest common multiple of the numbers, or the numbers that are below the at the bottom numbers of the fraction. We then expand and multiply out any brackets. Then we do the usual stuff then for solving an equation. So bringing all the letters to the left and numbers to the right, and solving for our unknown variable, and then we verify our answer. So here's an example here. So solve 2x plus 1 equals 1 plus x all over 2. So 2 plus 1 all over 3 equals 1 plus x all over 2. So first of all, I need to find my lowest common denominator. So my lowest common denominator, LCD, of 2 and 3 is 6. Because that's the lowest number that 2 and 3 both divide into. If you do not know what the LCD is, or we have a algebraic term on the denominator, just multiply the denominators together, and that'll be our lowest common denominator. So for example, 2 times 3, 6. We got it. If it was like a 3 and a 5, or a 3, or say a 3 and a 6, and you didn't know, 3 times 6, 18, just use that, But it'll create less hassle if you actually knew what the actual lowest common denominator was. But in this case, it's 6. And now I just multiply both sides of my equation by 6. So I have 6 times 2x plus 1 all over 3 equals 6 times 1 plus x all over 2. Now I just simplify both sides. So 6 times 2x plus 1 divided by 3. Well, I can divide this 6 by 3, right? So 6 divided by 3 is 2. And then 2 goes into 6 here 3 times. So let me rewrite that equation now. So now I have 2 times 2x plus 1 equals 3 times 1 plus x. Distributive property, multiply the brackets. 4x plus 2 equals 3 plus 3x. Now letters to the left, numbers to the right. So I'm using the shortcut method here. So I'm bringing this 3x over. I'm changing the sign. It's a positive 3x, so I'm making it a minus 3x. I'm bringing this positive 2 over to the right hand side. It's a positive 2. I'm going to make it a minus 2. So now I have 4x minus 3x equals 3 minus 2. X equals 3 minus 2 is 1. X is equal to 1. Now, to verify my answer, I'm just going to sub it into my original expression. So 2 times 1 plus 1 all over 3 equals 1 plus 1 all over 2. 2 times 2 is, 2 times 1 is 2. So 2 plus 1 all over 3 equals 1 plus 1 all over 2. 3 over 3 equals 2 over 2. 1 is equal to 1. Therefore, I verified my answer works. So therefore, x equals 1 is my answer. So box and highlight it, and I got my full marks. The next one here, I have 3. I have 3 terms I'm working with. So I just now need to find the lowest common denominator of 8, 3, and 2. So the lowest number that 8, 3, and 2 can divide into. So off the top of my head, I'm pretty sure it is 24. Hopefully. Is it 24? Yes, it's 24. So the lowest common multiple of 8, 3, and 2 is 24. Again, if you're unsure, like myself just there moments ago, just multiply all the numbers together. So 8 times 3 times 2, it's going to get you what? 48. Then 48, just use that, and then use that as your lowest common denominator, and it'll all work out in the end. Anyway, so my lowest common denominator is 24, so I'm going to be multiplying each term by 24. Yeah, so 24 times 3x minus 1 all over 8 minus 24 times 4x minus 5 all over 3 equals, now 2.5 can be written as 5 over 2, yeah? So make it a 5 over 2 or just use your calculator, either or. I'm not the police, I'm not going to tell you what to do. So 5 over 2. Right, now I'm simplifying. 24 divided by 8 is 3. 24 divided by 3 is 8. And 24 divided by 2 is 12. So now I'm going to rewrite this out. So I have 3 times 3x minus 1 minus 8 times 4x minus 5 equals 12 times 5, which is 60. And now I have a very similar expression to what I had before. So previous examples. So 3 times 3x is 9x. 3 times minus 1 is minus 3. Minus 8 times 4x is minus 32x. Minus 8 times minus 5 is equal to positive 40, which is equal to 60. So letters to the left, numbers to the right. So all of my x terms or all my variables seem to be on the left hand side. So let me just simplify the left hand side. So 9x minus 32x is equal to minus 23. So minus 23x minus 3 plus 40 is equal to plus 37, which is equal to 60. Bring that plus 37 over, make it a minus. So 60 minus 37. So I have minus 23x equals 23. X is going to be equal to minus 1 because I'm dividing both sides by negative 23. And 23 divided by a negative 23 is going to be negative 1. So now finally, check my answer. Check my answer here. I'm just gonna, sorry, it's a bit messy here. Let's do it up here. So I have 3 times minus 1 all over 8 minus 4 times minus 1 minus 5 all over 3, which equals 2.5. 3 times minus 1 is minus 3 over 8. Minus 4 times minus 1 is, oh sorry, minus that fraction here. So 4 times minus 1 is minus 4, minus 5 all over 3, which is equal to 2.5. Minus 3 minus 1 is minus 4 all over 8, minus negative 9 all over 3, which is equal to 2.5. So minus a half minus negative 3 equals 2.5. Minus negative 3, well, that's going to become a positive 3. Minus a half plus 3 is equal to 2.5, which is equal to 2.5. Therefore, I verify my answer. And therefore, x is equal to minus 1. And that's my final answer. Sorry, that one's a bit messy. Deal with it. I'm not re-recording it. Solves. Right, and that's how you solve linear equations with fractions. Hope it helped. Anyway, bye.